Hello friends, welcome to Learn Positive with Pradeep Kumar. If you are watching my channel, like, share, comment, subscribe, click the bell icon. Today's subject is Industrial Management and Road Transport Organization, shortly IMRTO, Unit 1, Principles of Management, Part 5. If you want to see the previous video of this subject, please click the I button on the top of the video. It will show the playlist of the subject, both the language Tamil and English, and also it shows the other subject playlist also. See all the videos and don't forget to subscribe. And in previous video we saw the functions of managers. They are planning, organizing and staffing, directing, coordinating, controlling. In that we are seen about planning in the previous video. Now in this video we are going to see about organizing and staffing. This is the topic contains more content. So I am going to take the organization staffing in two parts, fifth and sixth parts. Now see in the detail. Organizing. Organizing. It is defined as the process of identifying and grouping of activities, and also it involves delegating authority, creating responsibility and establishing the relationship for the people to work effectively. The functions of organizing and staffing consist of the following steps. They are identification of activities, grouping of activities, assignment of activities, delegation of authority, establishment of structural activities and staffing. These are all the six main functions of organizing and staffing. We will see one by one in detail. Step involved in organizing. The first step is identification of activities. So the identify the work that must be done to achieve the goal of the organization. This work must be divided into different activities that can be carried out by a single individuals. So the second one is grouping of activities. This is done on the basis of functions, process, location, product and customers, etc. Generally, grouping is done on the basis of the functions in manufacturing industry. The third one is assignment of activities. So after grouping the activities, the groups are assigned to different managers such as production manager, marketing manager, financial manager, personal managers, etc. These fixes responsibilities of the individuals. This makes the organization to successfully achieve the objectives. So the next one is delegation of the authority. So in centralization, authority is retained by a single person, and in decentralization, authority is delegated to various persons in the lower level of management for quick decision to be taken. Next one is establishment of structural relationship. The relationship between the various departments and personals are clearly established. The organization structure is clearly shown with the help of organization charts and manuals. An effectively communication channel between the departments and individuals are established. The next one is staffing. In organizing functions, all the activities are determined and assigned to the different managerial positions, and from this the manpower required at different level of the organization is found out. These functions is called staffing. The staffing process includes requirement, selection, placement, training, orientation, promotions, transfers and terminations. These all the process involved in the staffing. The next topic is organization. So what is an organization? The management executes the policies of administration and run the industry through the framework of organization. The important principles of organizations are unity of direction, efficiency, unity of objective, balance, flexibility, continuity, scalar chain and span of control. These are the 8 principles of management. It is most important for the organization to improve and achieve the objectives and goals of the organization. So we will see the principles one by one in detail. So principle of unity and of directions. So in that state, all the activities should be directed to achieve the common objective of the organization. So the principle of efficiency says that all the work should be effectively performed to improve and achieve the goal of the organization. The unity of objective. It states that entire organization should know the common objective, because without knowing the common objective, the direction, the unity of direction will diverted. So all the employees working in the organization should know the common objective of the organization. And principle of balance, it states that the total work should be equally distributed to all the departments. So if there is a department having a heavy work and the other department is having a lesser work, so the lesser work department have to contribute to the heavy work department. So this, by doing this, the work efficiency also improves and the balance of work is maintained. It will improve the organization. Flexibility, it states that the organization should be flexible to adapt the changing trends. So while adapting the difference and changing of new trends, the management will improve in day by day activities. Principles of continuity, so it states that the organization should continue to exist even if the production changes. So the continuity is more important for the organization, the continuity of workers and the continuity of working process and continuity of intelligence and continuity of growing. So it is the most important principle in the organization. So scalar chain, it says that the line of authority from top to bottom should clearly defined. So without the arrangements of top to bottom authorities, we will the communication will not be proper. So if the authority is regularized and the scalar chain is proper, the decision made by the top level is communicated easily to the bottom level. So the principle of span of control, it says that should be a optimum number of subordinates should work under a supervisor. So without the proper subordinates working under the supervisor, the work will spoil and it will reduce the control of the organization. So the subordinate should be proper while working under the supervisor. If the counting number of the subordinates is decreases, the recruitment process should be worked on by the staffing process is worked on, and the new recruitment, the new appointment was made to fill up the position of the subordinate under the supervisor. So by doing this continuously, this will improve to achieve the organization goal. Friends, if you like this video, please give a thumbs up, share with your friends, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.